This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Effective propaganda on the right is accomplished through repetition. The more that the right proclaims Donald Trump to be a righteous, mighty man of God, the more likely it is the hordes of conservatives are going to believe it. The more that they say that Donald Trump is the only way to save the country, that I alone can fix it, and maybe there's a likelihood that people will believe it. And in this case, the more that Jesse Waters, one, makes an absolute asshole of himself, the more people are going to believe it. But the more that they say that Donald Trump is a patriot, that he loves this country, the more likely it is. And when you have a megaphone like Fox News, the most watched cable news outlet in the entire history of cable news, you have a powerful tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or for harm. Obviously, Fox News has chosen the latter as their mission. Their stated objective is harming the United States or making things better for rich autocrats. In this clip, I want you to, there's a lot here, but it is Jesse Waters. And the part that I really honed in on was him attempting to talk about how no one is more patriotic than Donald Trump. I guess if you goose the flag a little bit, you rub up on the flag and hug and kiss it, a little on the nose, wouldn't you say, that it's apparently all they need to, oh, well, he's hugging the flag, he must be patriotic. This is how stupid and ignorant they are. And look, I don't know. There's a point in this clip where even his co-hosts are laughing at what he's saying. He's dead serious about what he's saying. But my question is, I don't know whether he believes it because it's so outlandish, or whether he's just trying to put on the brave face in an effort to convince the idiots in the Republican Party. Watch this, and then let's break it down.
3, 2, 1. That would
Joseph
be Joe
Robinette
Biden. This guy can't save democracy when he's trying to rip his opponent off of the ballot, slap him with gags, and have him arrested. Judge, he ran his first campaign on Charlottesville. The second campaign is now on January 6th. He actually thinks Donald Trump wants to be a dictator. So the first campaign he ran on was a hoax. The second one, this is now a joke. You can't actually be from the party that literally started a racist insurrection and accuse the other party of the same thing. That's like Bill Clinton saying it's disqualifying for someone to sleep with an intern and run for office.
We'll stop it there. It continues in grand fashion just like this. But why would Joe Biden assert that Donald Trump wants to be a dictator? I wonder why. I wonder if it's based on the things that Donald Trump has said and continues to say even this weekend in Iowa.
He said, okay, because he wanted to. You're not going to be a dictator. Is that, you know? I said, no, Sean, I'm going to be a dictator. I said that.
I'm going to be a dictator. I said that just this weekend. Now let's let Jesse Waters and his profundity continue.
I am so tired of Joe Biden running on January 6th. If I were Donald Trump, I'd run on July 4th. No one is more patriotic than Donald Trump. I remember back in like the late 80s, he was talking about the Japanese ripping us off while Joe Biden was blocking a black man from the court. And Joe Biden's letting China pillage this country. Donald Trump launched a trade war against them. Donald Trump secured the border. Joe Biden's letting 5 million mystery men just wander in. What kind of patriotic person does that? Donald Trump spent his whole life building skyscrapers, creating jobs, developing beautiful tracts of land. Joe Biden's sitting on his keister, backslapping and glad-handing his whole life.
The country?
Done nothing. He's done nothing. Okay. And the racism thing has to stop, Jessica, okay? Donald Trump dated black women. Has Joe Biden ever dated a black woman? Donald Trump was palling around with Don King when your guy was palling around with segregationists.
Okay.
Joe
Okay?
Biden has been.
No. I'm not finished. All right.
There's a Fox News alert.
Oh, fine. I'll
What? Joe Biden's had 2 wives in his life. His first tragically died. His second he's been with for decades. What? Donald Trump, he can't be racist. He dated a black woman. I have so many black friends. There's no way I can be racist. It's so stupid. But let's go back. Let's go back before I interrupted the clip with the dictator stuff. He's making an allegation, a spurious allegation, to try to denigrate Joe Biden and the campaigns, that he campaigned on Charlottesville. Appropriate. An alarming incident that was brought to fruition because of the candidacy and presidency of Donald Trump. Heather Heyer was murdered. Nazis, free to be Nazis because of Donald Trump, marched through the streets. Jews will not replace us, they screamed with their little tiki torches. David Duke, the former Grand Wizard of the KKK, was there in force, the man who endorsed Donald Trump. Now he's campaigning on January 6th. I'm tired of it. Yeah, we're tired of it too, Jess. We're tired of the attempted overthrow of our government, the propping up of an authoritarian regime. We're tired of it. I think Donald Trump should campaign on July 4th. Jingo, jingo, jingo. Idiot talking points by someone who's bamboozled, ostensibly. I mean, if he's telling the truth here, if he's not just lying for the unwashed masses of Fox News viewers, someone who was bamboozled by Donald Trump hugging and kissing the flag. And the whole thing about China, just shut up. Donald Trump, we now learn from last week, took $5.5 million from the government of China in only 2 years of his first term. Hopefully only term. Donald Trump enriched himself with Chinese money from the government of China, not from businesses within China. So shut your mouth. You smug. I will almost dropped a real bad one. Look, this is where we are right now, leading into 2024 in the campaign. There's going to be more of this. It's going to be ratcheted up. It's going to be more insane. It's going to be more easy to bat away if you have any rationality or reason within you. But to the other portion of the country who's here for it, they can't wait for it. They know in their hearts this is not true, but it lines up with their worldview, so they will do everything they can to promote these ideas. Donald Trump is a dangerous demagogue. He's not a patriot. He has zero understanding of the history of our country. All he wants is power and money and to be extricated from his legal troubles. Those are the 3 things that Donald Trump wants more than anything else: money, power, and to be out of his legal morass. What do you think? I'd love to know. I solicit your participation in this conversation. We can mix it up in the comments. You can call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you appreciate what I do and you want to help support my work, I would really appreciate it. I would ask that you do so. For $2 a month, $1.99 a month, you could become a channel member. Click the join button. I believe it's down here on this side. For $2 a month, you can become a channel member and help produce this right here. I know it seems like a little, but if I'm able to marshal the size of my audience and 2%, we could fundamentally change what we do here, and that would be great. You can hit the super thanks button. Go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Follow me on the social medias. I am at Dollemore just about everywhere. I'd love to see you there. I'll see you next time. Don't hug the flag in your off time between videos. Be genuine. Take care of one another.